Hey guys, Fat Preacher Man here, and we're doing another, yes, yet another unboxing, and we're doing a Dell Inspiron. It's the i15 and the 2728BK Obsidian Black. And the reason we got this is because we need another one. Here's some of the specs on the side if you want to read while I'm talking. Um, we had one. This one is a little bit of an upgrade. It has a little more memory and it has a little more storage. Uh, but we just needed another one as a family, and this was a nice choice. It wasn't too expensive and had a lot of the stuff we need. And it comes with Windows 7, which I prefer over Windows 8. I think Windows 8 is just a travesty of justice, and I would not recommend that to anyone. So if you want my opinion on that, there it is. I don't like the whole idea of the apps, them forcing apps on everybody and everything. If I want apps, I'll go on my phone. Just let me have programs. It's as bad as the Chromebook. I prefer, you know, the reason I fell in love with laptops and PCs and desktops is being able to use programs, being able to access my stuff and know where it is easily. I've been trying to be patient with Windows 8, and it's just not working. But anyway, here this is unboxing. It's a basic Dell, so you can see it comes with the basic Dell charger, which is one of the reasons I like to stick with Dell, is because all the chargers are pretty much nowadays interchangeable. For my big laptop, the one I use for work, um, it asks for a higher laptop charger, but it can use one of the smaller ones. So it'll fuss at me when I first plug in the smaller charger if I don't have the big one out, but it'll use it and it gets the job done. But it's designed to use a bigger one. Uh, Here we go inside the little package. It comes with the driver, restore backup utilities, and it also comes with a little book to help you get started if you need that sort of thing. I mean, it's really nothing fancy inside. I looked at it later just to make sure I didn't miss anything, but it's really really basic. It tells you about plugging it in before you turn it on for the first time, removing any shipping plastic. Really really basic stuff. And I like the Dell also because it comes with, I'm used to the configuration. It has the optical drive, the DVD-R. Oh, look at this, a big old pack of the silica gel. Don't eat this. Really? It looks so yummy. Anyway, set that off to the side for the trash. It comes with a DVD optical eject drive. And again, that's one of the reasons I don't like the Chromebook. I like to have an optical drive. That's one of the reasons I don't like even the mini Dells, is because they don't have an optical drive. I like to be able to read CDs and DVDs, get programs off of those things. I like to hold on to stuff, so I have a whole case full of old programs that I like to be able to install on my new stuff. Um, the charger's, again, very basic, very simple Dell charger. Has a little power brick in the middle, 2 ends of the cord, and the power supply plugs into the back on the left hand side of the laptop if you're looking at it from face down, right there. Then it plugs in the wall just like any normal charger. That's really not that exciting. But uh, this one we actually got off of Amazon. It was the best deal, best price, which was surprising. Dell actually wanted more for it, and Dell's actually trying to do what Windows wants them to do, which is force Windows 8 down your throat. Okay, here we go. See, it's the DVD RW drive. Got the little eject button there. Nothing fancy. Um, so more and more of their stuff is now coming with Windows 8. There you got. See that it's charging. There we have the SD memory card slot reader. And on the other side you saw was the 2 USB ports also. And on this side there's one USB port. There's an Ethernet cable port. There's an HDMI port, a VGA port, and you have a microphone and a 3.5 millimeter headset jack. So this is, again, it's basic, but it covers all the things that I need and that we use as a family. So I think this is a good investment. So we went with this one. It comes with, like I said, Windows 7. I think it's the i3 core processor from Intel. And there you can see it's starting up for the first time. No big deal, basic stuff. Um, Microsoft. But again, Microsoft is really trying to push Windows 8, and I'm not a fan. I'm not impressed. So when we were looking for this, one of the requirements that I had was that it had Windows 7 instead of Windows 8, and that kind of narrows the playing field. And if that's what you're into, it actually helps you narrow the field also, because that's going to eliminate some of the laptops, some of the desktops right from your choice from the beginning. And here it's going through the startup for the first time. Not going to bore you with all that. Once it starts up, it'll bring up a normal window. If you've ever gotten a Dell, this is pretty much the same thing, starting with Windows 7. And then you answer a few questions. It's going to automatically, it has the Wi-Fi built in, so it's automatically going to scan for it. And it's also going to ask for you to name it. So now it's asking for the password, my web code. Once you put that in, it's going to take you through a few more steps. Do you want to, about the settings, how do you want to set it up, the date, double check. Again, so you put in the time, the date, your time zone, and here we go. See, it's looking for, it's going to connect to the what do you call that? Connect to the router. And give me a minute while I put in that code. So, and one thing I like to do is have all my computers connected on the same network. So you can see we have a home network here. We share one printer, share the one router. If everybody's online at once, it does kind of slow things down, but it makes it much easier for printing and much easier for sharing information. The PS3s are nice because you can use, you can connect to the media player. And finding the media player in Windows 8 is like a headache, and they want to use that stupid Microsoft Zune, Microsoft Music thing, and that thing is just horrible. I'd much rather use the media player. Again, so this is a little boring process of it starting up. It's initializing the settings, making sure everything is okay from the shipment, from the factory, and it's booting up. And again, it's showing us Windows 7 Home Premium. And this is, again, it's nothing fancy. This is just a basic laptop. Comes with the normal features that I think we need. It's wireless. It has, like I said, the optical drive, has the 3 USB ports. The processor is pretty good. It has 6 gigabyte memory and 500 gigabytes of storage. So I thought that was more than enough. Has the webcam, and it has the basic design. We have another one that's very similar to this. Like I said, it's just that instead of the 500 gigs, it has the 300 gig storage, and instead of the 6 gigabyte RAM, it has 3. So this is just a little step up. And so those are some of the things you might want to look at and consider if you're buying a laptop, if you're considering upgrading. The speed is important for me because I do a lot of rendering, commentary, posting, uploading, things like that. Oh, this is McAfee that comes with your computer. Almost all new Dells come with McAfee now. So you just sign up for your little basic month or year. It depends upon which program, which set it came with. You get in the month or you get in the year. And now it's setting up personalized settings, media player, all those things. And then Explorer, browser. And real quick, just going to show you some of the settings on here. I'm just going to breeze through them, show you what it looks like. Right now, as you see, the desktop is pretty plain. Just has the trash can, has those icons down at the bottom. I'm going to edit all that. I like stuff on my desktop. If you look at any of my videos, you'll see how my desktop gets filled up on the left-hand side of the screen. I like to put a bunch of quick links on there, and I fill up the taskbar at the bottom with a bunch of quick links. Because I like to have stuff, like I said, accessible right from the get-go, right once it starts up, and then of course put on the background, wallpaper, whatever you want. And so here, just going through basic settings. The software agreements come up. Unfortunately, I am like most people. I don't actually read through them. Just take a quick glance. Nothing weird standing out like we're going to take your soul. So click and accept. And that's the one thing I don't like about 7. I don't like this little thing. I always kind of close it. It just kind of gets in the way. I don't know if you guys like this, if you have Windows 7, if you're familiar with it. but I don't like it. I think this is actually from, I'm not sure if this is 7 or if this is from Dell, but I've had it on the other Windows 7 we had, and I have it on this one, and every time it comes up when it starts up, I just shut it down. Okay, so here's some more settings. It's talking about security and maintenance, and want to set stuff up. Um, Now, because of issues that I've had with 7 in the past, I don't like to do the automatic updates. I'd rather search for them and pick the updates one at a time and install them myself. So I turn off automatic updates. Here's the base score for the computer for the calculations, memory, all those sort of things, graphic options, and playback. So 5.4. Nothing special, like I said. It's enough to do all the basic needs of a family, showing you some of the specs here. That's about it. So if you guys have any questions, if you've gotten a Dell, or if you prefer, maybe you disagree with me and you really like Windows 8, maybe you got it, or maybe you're interested in it, or maybe you've heard things about it, make sure you hit us up in the comment sections below. Send us a video response. Love to hear from you. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you have a great day. Jesus bless you, and good gaming.